From producers to suppliers of filming and broadcast equipment, the iTech Africa Film, Broadcast and Music Expo was a hive of activity, with everyone scouting for opportunities, including Steve Njuguna, an upcoming animator.
What brings us here is to talk about African stories and, give it our own flair, our own edge. That's really our key, why you're here. But also more importantly is to let the business community know that we exist, because they don't, actually the business community doesn't know that there are animation companies in Kenya or Africa for that matter. So that's exactly what you're trying to do, get our name out there.
Let's look at it differently.
Experts agree that youth have to be productively engaged in the industry and not pushed to the sidelines, noting that they're the major contributors and consumers of the industry.
Broadcasting and film in Africa has a powerful future because it has a lot of young people, and young people are really engaged in media. And it's only a matter of time before it becomes more prolific and the ability to translate that into revenue.
However, for the youth to succeed, making commercially viable productions is non-debatable.
In terms of the guys starting out, young filmmakers, one of the things they need to do is learn the art and the science of writing a decent business plan, writing a viable proposal, being able to go to guys who are going to invest and say, listen, this will make you money, because it's a business.
With the planned 2015 world migration from analog to digital broadcasting signal deadline closing in, it will be critical for animators like Steve to explore the opportunities this platform will offer. But this comes at a time when Kenya is lagging behind on the move.
Well, everybody's challenged with the migration. Again, the global deadline is 2015, June 17, 2015. And by treaty, every country in the world is supposed to have converted by that time. Now, you might recall that the East African countries, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, had a self-imposed early deadline in 2012, but Tanzania was the only one to actually make that date. And the consequence of announcing a date and then stopping and going back and forth sends a mixed message to the market, and particularly to the business community, who are part of the chain where they're going to have to be bringing in these digital boxes.
The market is not yet fully ready, because first of all, it has a lot to do with people willing to invest in animation as an art form, or even, like something that might actually boost a country's economy. Like we have companies like DreamWorks and Pixar. Literally, it's entertainment boosting the American economy. Yeah, so we have, like Hollywood also actually is really creating a huge turnover for the American economy and even other European countries. But I think Africa, we're still lagging in terms of appreciating the art.
So what are some of the opportunities that come with digital migration?
The digital opportunity means you don't have to invest as much money. So in the old days, to build a TV station, towers, transmitters, it was a very expensive proposition. But now, two things, because Kenya has split the business model, so some people, if you don't want to be in the signal distribution, or if you just want to make content, then you can just do that and not spend the money on the other portion. So that's going to bring more new players into the game. And yes, what you're saying is going to happen. It's going to be more competition. So that means you're going to have to be more clever, make better quality, something compelling. So if there's people competing for your eyeballs, who's got what I like and the most compelling thing? And so that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to raise the bar.
But before Kenya rolls out on digital broadcasting, Steve has to rely on online platforms to put out his content.
The internet is the easiest way to distribute, but also the internet is a very competitive platform to distribute. What I think it should be is that young upcoming animators should have easy access to like TV stations, cheaper options. That's the way I think. Cheaper options, marketing yourself through TV, local TV. I'm not saying any other local TV.
Online distribution is very useful. Looking at the diaspora, very important to see what the diaspora are using, who's making stuff for diaspora. Regionally, it's one of the key areas. We've got 150 million Kiswahili speakers in the region who need content. When we do go digital, you're going to have hundreds of digital channels that need content, and there'll be a huge market there for our filmmakers and TV makers.
And as the world awaits migration to full digital broadcasts, filmmakers, experts and animators like Steve are optimistic that channels on the digital space will require content which has to translate to monetary value for them.
I think Africa is the next big thing in terms of animation and story and content. That's why you have many foreign companies wanting to come and invest in Africa. So I think animation in the next 10 or so years, let me just say maybe 20, it's going to really be big because we have content, we have stories, we have performance.
People increasingly have got money and time to watch film and TV, and what we want to make sure is that we have culturally relevant content, and stuff that has quality. That's one of the big issues the broadcasters quite rightly have, is they say a lot of the stuff we produce is not of the quality that they want to take out there. So our filmmakers have got to start producing quality. That means we've got to train up people properly at a level that is best practice across the world so they can produce the right quality. But I think it's really exciting. Film is just a small reflection of the potential that we have as Africa, the potential that Kenya has as a gateway for this region, and I'm very excited about it.